these insider groups in Washington, D.C., the top level of the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, aligned with, and you can see by their meetings here in Washington with the rebels, ConocoPhillips, ExxonMobil, Chevron, and all the major oil companies, suddenly are involved in the liberation movement in Africa. Just knowing that means you know that that's not credible.
Yeah, ayo, the ICC, Imperial Court. The judges are criminals, they never have brought true justice in any sense of the word. Not a neutral institution, it's simply absurd. If it was really about that, the first to be tried will be George Bush Jr. for massive war crimes. Instead they got a warrant out for Gaddafi on hearsay charges, they say proudly, but there's truly no evidence at all. Fabrications are well known to many involved. Who's the harbor group? And what do they do? That's a PR firm in DC that moves in alignment with the opposition and headed by a few US politicians. Got nerves to be talking about a war crime. Let me be the first one to simply remind: assassination of a sovereign head of state is illegal under every single law to date, and so is every other move that they orchestrate. North Atlantic Terrorist Killer Brigade. Assassination of a sovereign head of state illegal under every single law to date, and so is every other move that they orchestrate. North Atlantic Terrorist Killer Brigade.
That's what they're saying, because if you stand up against the NATO bombing, somehow you're aligned with and supporting murderous dictators. In other words, when the imperialists and the colonists bomb Africa, invade Iraq, occupy Afghanistan, their motives are pure. Their motives are good. Their motives are to stop terrorism, or to promote democracy, or to defend freedom, or to protect civilians. But if anybody else stands up against their wars, they become the apologists for evil. That's the process of demonization. Very selective demonization. You demonize the enemy, you dehumanize the enemy. Why? Because it's an objective assessment? No, because you're preparing your population to be acquiesced to any crime committed in their name, with their tax dollars, with the blood of their young people. Commit any crime, but just recognize it's against the devil.